Break out those beer mugs and bring your appetite. Because these days, there's more to pubs than just great suds. From cheesy brats to beefed up tots.
This short rib hash is a perfect food for when you're drinking it. Everybody just digs in.
Spicy wings to chocolate things.
I am an ice cream fanatic and obviously also a beer fanatic. But when you put those two things together, I mean, it's the best of both worlds.
Step up to the bar where food is the star.
Beer and food, it's like peanut butter and jelly, the perfect team.
Something's brewing on Food Paradise. Typically known as a beach town, it might surprise you to learn that sunny San Diego is actually also the craft beer capital of America. With more than 140 independent breweries, there's no shortage of sweet suds to choose from. But if you want a little fish with your beer, you're gonna want to head to Beer Fish.
8 years ago, I opened a restaurant that specialized in beer and other foods. And as we thought about it, we wanted to do something unique to San Diego. And what's more unique than beer and seafood?
Very communal. Come in, enjoy great beer.
I want to say they have 40 taps, and I've probably had every one of them.
You see kids here, you see people with their dogs here, and that's totally San Diego, and everybody's enjoying a delicious brew.
I'm not allowed to have beer, so...
Okay, maybe not everybody, but the food definitely draws people of all ages.
The food is on point.
And nothing reels them in more than the fish and chips burrito.
We've got everything on a plate of fish and chips wrapped up into a burrito. We sell a ton of them every week, probably 1,000 or more every month. Fish isn't just for Fridays anymore. Everyone loves it.
And fish is even better when it's coated in a batter made with beer.
We don't use just a little bit of beer, we use a lot of beer. San Diego's so well known for its beer itself. It's something that you can just get right around the corner. And we do get our beer around the corner.
Local bottler Fall Brewing Company regularly hooks their neighbors up with a hearty supply of crisp ale beer to use in their kitchen.
Ale beer that has really nice hops. It's really good.
And it makes for a batter that freshly caught cod is only too happy to go for a swim in.
The minute that you actually hear the actual bubble itself, you know that it's going to be a sexy piece of fish.
But is it too sexy for its burrito?
Next thing is the fries.
Don't you mean chips?
I mean, basically chips are just French fries with a fancy English name.
All right, Governor. As the chips fry, Richard lays beautifully golden cod on a soft 14-inch tortilla.
On top of this super crispy fish, we end up adding a whole lot of coleslaw. That coleslaw is just that creamy element to the burrito. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the fries.
The burrito is finished with 2 toppings.
We have a little bit of a smoky tartar sauce. And then we have our malt vinegar aioli.
Then it's off to the griddle to brown.
And there you have it. You got the fries that are just looking right at you. You got the fish that looks really flaky. And then you got your hidden sauces. That's a beer fish and chip burrito. Get your beer on.
It's fun to kind of take a seafood item, something as traditional as fish and chips, and put a new twist on it and throw it in a wrap.
Who doesn't like food wrapped in a tortilla? It's easy eating, it's hand food.
I definitely like the combination of the seafood with the French fries.
You cannot get fresher fish. This fish was in the ocean last night.
It's a damn good burrito.
The burritos may be the biggest seller, but there's another dish that customers hustle for. The Disco Fries.
Disco fries are a play on carne asada fries. Carne asada fries have been in San Diego for generations. It's carne asada meat topped on French fries covered in cheese. We basically made our own version with clam chowder.
The clam chowder starts with a classic base of celery, onions, and a lot of butter.
I used about 3 pounds of butter just to make 15 quarts of chowder.
Then, flour is added as a thickener.
To really make this into a clam chowder, we add the juice from the clams that we have. Once the chowder is all nice and thick, we go ahead and add the cream.
It's beefed up with potatoes and, of course, clams. Then rounded out with a heap of spices and herbs. Why?
Because it's magic, I don't know.
Good enough for me.
Just look at this clam chowder. It's all nice and creamy. It's exactly how it should be. Go ahead and take a ladle of this and toss it right onto your fries. Now we're gonna go ahead and add the smokiness from the bacon. And then finish it off with some chives. I promise you, these disco fries will definitely make you feel like dancing, especially after a beer.
I love the crispy fries with the gooey chowder.
I'm gonna need like a spoon. I like the crispy bacon on there. They're smoky and the seasoning is just right.
It's not just fries and ketchup.
I'm a chef, so I eat a lot of fries, and these are unlike any I've ever had. I kind of think I might steal the recipe, but we can't tell these guys that.
They're exquisite.
I was in a band back in '75, and the disco put us out of business. But with these disco fries, it's all forgiven.
Beerfish is hands down one of the best restaurants in San Diego.
I love the fish burrito. I love fries. I love beer. What more can you want, right?
If you love seafood and you love beer, this is where you need to be.
Happiness takes many forms on the island city of Galveston, Texas. You can go for a ride at the historic Pleasure Pier, walk along the beach, or sit down with a pint at a local favorite.
Cheers. Cheers, gentlemen. There you go.
The moment you walk into Bruce Brothers, I think you feel just welcomed and like a part of the family almost.
I'm a Galveston College student. I love to come here with my friends after class and just relax and just eat and get some beer.
You'll see younger people, older people, just coming together.
This is a great place.
But Bruce Brothers' greatness isn't built on beer alone.
We're pairing it with some of the best food around.
They've got big, beefy burgers and topped-off tacos. But it's the beer brine chicken wings that have customers flocking to this craft beer bar.
Beer and chicken, they go wing in hand, at the table, and in the kitchen.
And the best way to get people to give a cluck about your wings? Make your own sauce.
Wing sauce starts with a nice, pretty thick Mexican hot sauce. Turns out it's a really good base for a wing sauce as well. Not too vinegary, got some dried chili notes to it. Next, we've got a little bit of olive oil. Half a pound of butter.
Pete adds a little sweetness with some agave nectar and ginger puree, then adds a hint of malt vinegar.
You can't forget our most important ingredient, our double IPA. Adds a nice little hot bite and citrus note. I'm gonna let this simmer, and while that's going, I'm gonna get started on the blue cheese dressing.
Mayo and sour cream get some zing from Worcestershire sauce and a heaping mound of blue cheese chunks.
Go ahead and add our double IPA. And last but not least, a little bit of lemon zest. This is not your average blue cheese dressing. Kicked up, nice, zesty, hoppy, creamy, and pungent, all at the same time.
Wing sauce? Check. Blue cheese dressing? Check. If my calculations are correct, all we're missing is them wings.
Our signature wings at Bruce are brined overnight in IPA.
The beer helps impart a light flavor while also adding tenderness to the meat.
The tender wings fry up nice and crispy, then get tossed in an ample amount of their special sauce.
Our beer brine chicken wings and IPA blue cheese sauce. All you need is a beer and a smile.
I've never seen a wing this big. It's got to be Texas. Everything is big in Texas, including their wings.
You have that real crispy outer skin, and the inside it is absolutely tender and falling off the bone. I mean, wonderful stuff.
They've done a really good job of balancing the flavor with also giving you a little bit of heat so you can drink more beer.
Oh, they're so messy and delicious.
But they're supposed to be that way. You shouldn't even have to have a napkin because you can suck all your fingers later.
Wings are the ultimate beer food.
If you prefer butts to wings, the Notorious P.I.G. is gonna be your jam.
Our Notorious P.I.G. is one of my favorite sandwiches. It's rich, it's smoky, it's savory.
And it's filled with pulled pork that's been dry rubbed with tasty stuff like brown sugar, smoked paprika, and marjoram.
This pulled pork smells good. It's been sitting in its own juices for about 8 hours, and it's just ready to go on a sandwich.
A ton of that sweet meat is laid atop an enriched egg bun and drenched in barbecue sauce made with a local root beer.
And since we're in Texas, and you know, Texas is right there by the border, we do love to use a lot of those southern flavors. So in this barbecue sauce, we use a lot of dried chilies. We're gonna go ahead and top that with some of our coleslaw and our house-made coleslaw dressing, which is our house mustard, mayonnaise, and red wine vinegar.
And beer even makes a cameo in the sandwich in the form of IPA-soaked currants.
And that's our notorious PIG, criminally delicious. I love it when you call me Big Salsa.
First time a Notorious PIG is delivered to someone, their eyes go wide. They expected a pulled pork sandwich, not a stuffed monstrosity.
Hey, one person's monster is another person's masterpiece.
Notoriously good.
This is a sandwich right here. It's just sweet, kind of like root beer. It's really good. It's really heavy and really big and nice.
Pulled pork is fantastic. Barbecue sauce is wonderful. Barbecue sauce really pulls everything together. You got a little bit of coleslaw for the crunch there at the end. And then in the egg twist bun, just melts in your mouth. Absolutely great. Best sandwich on the island.
Come into Brews Brothers and see what the brouhaha is all about.
Pike Place Market has its charm, but the next time you find yourself in Seattle, give fish das Boot and settle in for beer and brats at Capitol Hill's Rheinhaus.
Rheinhaus.
Sorry, let me try that again. Rheinhaus.
A lot better.
Dunka.
First thing when you walk into Rheinhaus is you see just the beautiful antiques. It just feels very European.
This giant clock behind me is from a Paris metro stop. There's a large marble fireplace that was made in the 15th century. It was in an old castle that was burned down, and we have 8 amazing chandeliers from Austria.
They've also found room for 5 bocce courts.
I really like that it has the bocce courts. You can get out there and get physical and then fully justify another beer with all of that exercise.
And the natural pairing with German beer, German food. Specifically, the pretzel.
We've had many conversations about why pretzels and beer seem to go hand in hand. It's really a delicious, salty, bready bite that goes great with an ice-cold beverage.
The pretzels are made fresh daily and rolled by hand.
Not a lot of places make their pretzels from scratch. A lot of times the machines do it. We make everything by scratch here. We take a lot of pride in that. So let's roll out some pretzels. First, we get the dough. We give it a little squirt with the water just to kind of moisten it up. And we really want to just get it so the ends are tapered. My table actually isn't even big enough to accommodate these pretzels. We give it a double twist.
The twists get dipped in lye, salted, then it's off to the oven. While it bakes, Pete works on one of the 5 dipping sauces it's served with.
This is a recipe that we developed when we opened up the restaurant. We just wanted a real cheesy, great dipping sauce.
And being that it's served in a German beer hall, the main ingredient is, you guessed it,
Beer we're using is a Rheinhaus Lager. It's a really light beer. We're gonna bring this up to a boil, and then we'll start adding the cheese in.
With the help of a giant immersion blender, Pete mixes in a heap of Emmental cheese.
It's kind of the German Swiss, and we use a little bit of Fontina in there as well. All right, cheese fondue's ready, and we'll start to plate the giant pretzel. We're gonna start off with the Obatsta. It's basically a Bavarian cheese spread.
There's also a zesty horseradish cream cheese and a spicy honey mustard sauce.
We have our Emmental beer fondue that we just made. And finally, we have our chocolate ganache. Prost.
The cliche is that, you know, a beer and a pretzel. But they take pretzels here to a different level where they feel airy and light with a great crust.
I think the best thing about the pretzels here is they're made fresh every day. You can really tell because they're always so soft and flavorful. I'm like a big sauce girl, so I love more sauces, and the beer cheese is my favorite. It is tasty, it's cheesy, it's creamy, salty, best sauce you can get. I mean, it's so addictive.
We have gone around town trying to find the best pretzel, and this is the spot we always end up at.
The pretzel definitely gets people in a twist, but there's an even more iconic German food you can order here.
I think at Rheinhaus are probably known for all of the sausages that are made here.
Chef Pete has come up with an amazing array of homemade sausages.
I grew up hunting and fishing. My dad used to teach me how to make summer sausages when I was a kid. And it's just always been kind of like my thing.
You can get them on a plate or on a handmade bun.
You can even get them on a pretzel bun, like the Kielbasa stuffed Munich.
It's a all-pork sausage. It's seasoned with garlic, black pepper, salt, really simple seasonings, and then it's really lightly smoked.
It's grilled up alongside a buttered pretzel bun.
It's our same recipe that we use for the giant pretzel as well. On top of the Munich, we serve some crispy sweet onions. I just slice the onions thin and then dredge them in some seasoned flour.
When the bun is toasty, it's filled with the grilled kielbasa, paired with hand-cut fries, and topped with their famous beer cheese fondue.
I like to use a lot of fondue with it, so it gets nice and cheesy, kind of messy, and we'll just do a big, nice nest of the crispy onions, and we'll finish with a dill pickle spear. That's our Munich. Cheesy, sausagey goodness.
The sausage is really delicious. It's tender, and the pork just melts in your mouth.
You can tell a lot of love goes into making the sausages. It combines everything that somebody looking for a great sausage would want. It gets peppery and has a really good bite to it.
It's quite large, and so you might take a bite of the sausage first and then, kind of come back for more. I love the French fried onions on top of Thanksgiving dishes, and so this is sort of the best of that.
Whether you want to just take it all in at once, pick it apart, whatever your style is, it's doable at all angles. It's great.
Grindhouse is a special place to me. We just love a big, happy, gregarious group of people, raucously proasting beer and having a great time.
It's fun for everyone, regardless of whether you come on a Monday or a Saturday.
Here, you got the food, you got the beer, the whole picture's going on. It's a phenomenal place. Love it.
So I'll definitely be back.
The beer scene in South Florida just got bigger, thanks to the Tank Brewing Company.
The other breweries downtown obviously don't have the space that this one has.
I mean, it's huge.
And the latest addition to their parking lot.
The great thing about our brewery is not only do we have great beer, but we also have great food from the Twisted Fork right outside.
Down here in Miami, there's food trucks everywhere, and to have one right in front of a brewery, you can't beat it.
Operating out of a 20-foot kitchen trailer, Chef Richard Placencia feeds up to 400 hungry beer drinkers a day. But as a former naval officer, he's used to tight spaces.
When you get to the submarine, you could literally kill everybody your first day there. So they put the new guys to the mess decks to keep you out of harm's way. And that was my really first exposure to cooking.
Since then, his food has gone from sub to pub.
He just makes great food that pairs well with the beers that we have on site here.
But there's one dish that's not just a blip on the radar. The brisket sandwich.
I would put our brisket sandwich up against anybody in town easily. It's a top quality meat.
And it's rubbed with a top quality seasoning mix.
We have salt, white pepper, paprika, and then we have our proprietary super secret ingredients that we won't tell you about today. All right, I like to do both sides.
Once the brisket is thoroughly coated in the secret spice mix, it's off to the smoker.
We're gonna smoke these for 4 to 6 hours. We're gonna use maple, plum, and peachwood. I'm gonna get the fruity tones that I want.
After the meat gets its smoke on, it gets braised in beer.
Today we're gonna use the Tank's Byronic Brown. I really like the way the flavor plays off the brisket and the salinity and the grease, and it's got a nice nutty kind of caramel flavor to it. We're gonna wrap these in foil. We're gonna stick these in the oven for about an hour. It's gonna be this caramelized, juicy, tender, pull apart with your hands type of beef. Nice smoke ring, tons of fat, tons of flavor. This is what you want for brisket.
This level of brisket can only be sandwiched between a special bun and a Twisted Kitchen. That means brioche toasted in duck fat.
Duck fat is king here. It's like a warm hug on your brioche bun.
While the bun gets some lovin', the brisket gets tossed in 2 homemade sauces. A fruity barbecue sauce made with guava and some teriyaki.
A little more sauce, a little more flavor, a little more love.
All that meat goes on top of the toasted bun.
Looks great. Top it with our kohlrabi slaw. Gonna add some crunch factor, different complexity to it. Top it with our brioche bun, and we're ready for lunch.
Wow, this sandwich is awesome.
The barbecue on it is just perfect. The tenderness of the meat is even better.
The brisket just melts in your mouth. It's amazing, from the coleslaw to the tender, juicy barbecue brisket. The brioche bun, it can't get any better than this.
It is the best friend that a beer can ever have.
So, the best.
If the brisket sandwich is a beer's best friend, then the short rib hash is its faithful sidekick. But it's not actually on the menu.
Something special that you have to know about that you have to kind of earn by being a repeat customer.
Viewers, pay attention.
So many traditional braising recipes start with red wine. I prefer to use beer.
A chocolatey stout beer, that is, that blends with soy, white pepper, and salt to create a unique braising liquid.
There's so many undertones that make this a more complex dish. So we're gonna cover it in foil, throw it in the oven for a couple hours. Short ribs look like they've set nice. They look juicy, they're tender.
The meat gets cubed, then layered with a mix of 4 different kinds of potatoes.
We have pearl potatoes, red bliss potatoes, Yukon Golds, and sweet potatoes.
To top it off, a 5th kind of potato, a popular variety known as the tot.
We're gonna finish it off with a large handful of smoked Gouda. And we're gonna throw this in the oven at 350 degrees, about 5 minutes. So they come out a big gooey, cheesy mess. Short rib hash, breakfast any time of the day.
The short rib is really tender. Has a lot of flavors to it. I really love the Gouda cheese on top of it.
Like, there's so many layers to it.
This short rib hash is the perfect food for when you're drinking it. Everybody just digs in.
The combination of like the cheesiness with the short rib is on point. I would say more, but it's so good. So I'm gonna keep eating. Cheers!
I can't drink without eating. So if I drink and have a food truck that has amazing food like this, fire.
It's perfect for Miami, honestly.
Yeah, we just dropped the mic. Cheers.
A love of baseball and harbor culture unifies the residents of Baltimore, Maryland. But across from the historic Hippodrome Theater, you'll find a gastropub serving up more than just stadium dogs and crab cakes.
The food here is great. I love coming here before a ball game to get a great meal before it's time to go down and watch some baseball.
It's super friendly here, and they have a million beers on tap.
It's a whole lot of beer, I've drank a lot of beer in this place, now that I think about it.
It's always a great place to come.
And the architecture is amazing.
In 1882, this was a bank, and a lot of the stuff from the bank is still here. We got the safe out front. We still have 2 vaults.
There's like a table in the vault, which is like so cool, so you can like eat in there.
And speaking of eats, there's one dish here that's been stealing everyone's hearts, the Delmarva Chicken and Waffles.
I've had a lot of chicken and waffles, and everyone kind of does them the same, and I never really saw them with wings before, so I did them with wings.
Wings infused with beer, that is.
We put beer in batters, we put it in brines, we put it in dressings, we put it in sauces, we put it in everything where it fits.
And there's some mad science behind Brian's wings.
This may look a little scientific, but trust me, there's gonna be some great wings. I'm gonna add a Hell's Lager, which is light, crisp, lends itself really well to chicken. There's a vacuum sealer right now, we're sucking the air out. We're gonna infuse the seasoning and the beer into the chicken. Now I'm gonna put this chicken in the sous vide.
Sous
vide, it's a French technique. It's a hot water circulator. It's gonna guarantee that it's gonna be juicy, tender.
While the chicken takes its bath, Brian heads to Waffle Town.
Most everybody makes a sweet waffle, so we did a savory waffle. It's more like a hush puppy. And here we got flour, salt, we got a little bit of baking powder, gonna add a little cornmeal.
And naturally, the waffle also gets hit with some beer.
The beer makes a waffle light and fluffy.
And instead of chocolate chips or blueberries, these waffles are studded with scallions, jalapenos, and corn kernels.
I spray the iron and drop our waffle. Let that cook for about 2 minutes. You can smell those peppers and onions. Get that out of there. Now we'll go fry some chicken.
The wings cooked underwater, but they get crispy courtesy of the deep fryer. Then it's time to get sauced.
We hit the wings with barbecue sauce that we spike with Maryland crab seasoning. They put crab seasoning on everything around here. Hit it with a little bit of beer honey. Alewives chicken and waffles. Sweet, spicy, full of beer.
The chicken and waffles are amazing. What I love most is I love a savory waffle. Breakfast food, often sweet, but a savory waffle, delicious.
It is rare to see wings on top of a waffle, but I love it because I feel like you get more sauce, too.
That was funny because I would normally pick up a wing and just attack it like a lioness, but I started with my knife and fork. They're spicy, but savory and sweet.
It's a great combination of flavor and seasoning, and it goes well with the beer that the alewife serve here.
Beer and food, it's like peanut butter and jelly, salad and soup, you know, Papa Smurf and Smurfette, the perfect team.
And perfect for your health.
1 or 2 beers a day keeps the doctor away for sure. So far.
Tranquil waters, bobbing boats, picturesque side streets. This is the blissful calm of Portland, Maine. But there's one local restaurant and brewery that's bringing the noise.
Liquid Ride's right in the middle of the epicenter of fishing, lobstermen. This is a working waterfront, so now it's just working in a different way.
They're really known for their beer selection. They make a whole bunch of different beers here. And then they also distill their own booze.
I love coming here because you can see all the work that's going on in the brewery. You can see everything that's going on in the distillery behind you. And they have really great food.
Food-wise, we always try to have a menu that pairs well with our drinks. We don't just make food just for the food aspect. We're very conscious of how it goes with our cocktails and of how it goes with our beer.
But beer isn't just an accompaniment at Liquid Riot. It's front and center in some of their most popular dishes, like the beer-steamed mussels.
Mussels, they're my jam. I love our mussels because they're fresh from the sea right here on the coast, and we cook them in our own house-made beer. There's not very many restaurants that can say that.
To start this dish, we have to make our beer butter. We have softened butter. It has to be softened because you can't whip hard butter. We're gonna start whipping it, then we're gonna add an herb mix of chives, tarragon, and parsley.
As Joshua whips it good, he seasons the butter with a pinch of salt and then adds some liquid love.
This is our Pilsner. It's a Czech-style Pils. It's light, crisp, really refreshing. It will all emulsify into the butter, make it nice and fluffy.
Mmm, fluffy butter.
Next, we're gonna cook the mussels. These are our Bangs Island mussels. They're local. They have a great salinity, low sweetness.
The mussels get topped with more of their house-brewed Pilsner and a generous dollop of the beer butter. While the mussels steam, Joshua grills some slices of sourdough bread.
Bread is a great accompaniment to mussels because it absorbs all that sauce that's left over. I think our bread is just about there. We're gonna pull this off. All right, I think these mussels are done. Oh yeah, great aroma. Nice and juicy. You look at all that sauce. So when the mussels open, a little bit of ocean water gets in there, which creates a really nice flavor as well. This is gonna be great. Here we go. Got our beer butter steamed mussels.
A heaping pile of mussels arrived at the table with 2 huge chunks of toasted sourdough bread. There's no one great way to attack a bowl of mussels other than to dig in and go for it.
They really are kind of salty, sweet. They taste very fresh. They're plump. And you can't go wrong with butter and booze. Here's my food pyramid. It's got butter and beer.
I've had a lot of mussels with white wine before, but anytime I can have beer and mussels at the same time, it works perfectly. The acidity and the hoppiness of the beer complement the brightness of the seafood. The broth is so good that, honestly, I should get like 2 more pieces of bread and a spoon to finish it off.
What's not to love about beer, butter, and fresh, wild Maine mussels?
If you thought beer was just for savory dishes, well, you'd be wrong. Sweet Tooth, meet the Spent Grain Cookie Ice Cream Sandwich. Not sure what a spent grain is? Me neither. So let's take a field trip to the brewery and get schooled by head brewer Greg Abbott.
These are the spent grains. It's basically malted barley. We've extracted the sugar for the beer, but we're gonna try to reuse what's left over. This is going straight to the kitchen.
All cookies start with flour, but our cookie's unique because we use the spent grain. Can't taste booze in it, but it really gives it the malt, the barley kind of flavor in the cookie. I dried it out in the oven for 2 days, sure to get super dry. Then we pulverize it. Pulverize! Pulverize!
Sorry, I totally thought that's where we were going with this.
All right, so we have our cream butter and sugar, white sugar and brown sugar. We're gonna mix this with a little egg.
Vanilla extract rounds out the wet ingredients. Then it's time to add the dry: baking soda, salt, and the spent grain flour.
And there we go. We have our cookie dough.
Rounds of the dough get baked off, then the sandwiching can begin.
This house-made ice cream with Fernet. Our Fernet has 22 different herbs. It is an Italian aperitif. It's nice mint, aromatics. It's delicious.
Okay, any more advice before we get to eating?
It's very important to freeze these for a little bit before you eat it, because as you can see, it's starting to drip. So 2 hours, so it's nice and frozen.
Oh, yeah, that's not right. Let's just get that into the freezer and we'll come back to it.
Here we go. We got our spent grain cookie ice cream sandwich.
It's really good. It's pretty minty, honestly. And it's like rich, but not too rich. It's messy. Really messy.
Refreshing, not overly sweet. The cookie is a little crumbly, a little malty. Just delicious.
The ice cream kind of softened it up on the middle and kind of melted over the ends, and that really made a good complement on the rest of the cookie.
It's just a very luscious, creamy, rich ice cream with a little touch of mint and botanicals. It's creamy and soft. Everything's soft today. I'm soft, you're soft. Let's get a hug.
I'm down.
They have booze in a glass, booze in my food, and booze in the desserts.
Yeah, that all sounds good.
Follow the Golden Gate Bridge south, and you'll land right in the food lover's paradise that is San Francisco. From squares of sourdough to twirls of noodles, the city by the bay has everything you could possibly want to eat. But when you want to pair amazing eats with bodacious brews, head to the North Beach neighborhood and go rogue.
Not only is our pub a beer lover's destination, it's also a food lover's destination. We serve pub food with a twist. That twist is almost all of our menu items have beer in the actual ingredients.
It's in the food? Their menu is full of beer-influenced dishes, but if you want to get the most brew for your chew, order the chili brat.
This is not your normal beef chili. First, we start with some melted butter, and we like to use butter instead of oil, just because butter's better than everything. And then we're gonna hit it with some Anaheim chilies and onions.
After dropping in some jalapenos, Ron gets up to his elbows in beef.
We use half Kobe beef and half Angus beef. The Kobe adds the richness.
And then the ingredient you've all been waiting for, beer.
This is our Shakespeare Stout.
Shakespeare Stout is actually an oatmeal stout, so it uses rolled oats to give it a fuller flavor.
The pot thickens with black beans and fire-roasted tomatoes.
And we season this with salt, pepper, cumin, chili pepper, and cayenne, which really adds a lot of depth and a really bright flavor.
While the chili cooks, Ron gets a brat browned.
We're gonna deglaze it with a little bit of our Dead Guy Ale. And now let's plate it up. I have a toasted bun here.
The brat gets blanketed in the chili.
And after the chili, I've got some shredded white cheddar cheese and chopped scallions here.
Mounds of crispy tots and a squirt of stout beer mustard ensure a full plate.
It's great pub food, a nice hearty meal, and it goes great with a lot of our beers.
When they set down the plate, it was kind of like, this is a fork and knife kind of thing. There's not going to be any picking up of this giant brat.
Usually when you have a chili brat, the emphasis is on the brat, and the chili was an afterthought that they cooked up out of a can. Yeah, that's not the case here.
The beer cuts through the heavy fattiness, and it's so good.
They really add quite a lot of spices and a little touch of heat to make it that much more interesting. So you have a great brat to begin with, and then you have this amazing chili sauce, and it just makes your mouth water just thinking about it. I know my mouth is just, whew.
If you still have room after all that beer and meat goodness, beer and chocolate goodness awaits with the Chocolate Stout Brownies and Beer Float.
So first we start with the unsweetened chocolate, which I've melted with some butter, and I'm gonna add some eggs one at a time.
John whisks it all together with sugar and vanilla.
And we add the good stuff, chocolate stout.
Chocolate stout is great for desserts. It's made with actual chocolate, and it's got that sweet back finish that really blows people's minds.
After the dry ingredients get folded in, the batter is spread into a pan and topped with hazelnuts.
This is ready to go in the oven.
And forget a la mode. This brownie is served with a grown-up float.
It starts with some vanilla ice cream. And this is not root beer. This is chocolate stout. This is alcohol. And we will top this with some whipped cream.
And the cherry on top. A cherry on top. A boozy whiskey soaked cherry, that is.
You've got yourself a beer lover's dessert.
I gotta be honest, I was a little nervous hearing about beer and ice cream together, but I don't know why I've never tried this before. And there's chocolate stout in the brownie, and that makes a super, like, fudgy brownie. Losing my mind over this one.
I am an ice cream fanatic and obviously also a beer fanatic. But when you put those two things together, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. And the brownie is absolutely outstanding.
It had that nice balance of salty and sweet flavors that came together. I think the infusion of their own beer and whiskey is phenomenal over the top. I had way more bites than I anticipated.
So good. It's so good.
This is definitely a regular place for my friends and I.
You always have great beer, you always have great food, you always have great service.
Whether you're a beer fan or you're a food fan, you're gonna have some choice.
This was like the perfect place. I'm so glad we found it.
With their antebellum architecture and Spanish moss-covered trees, the streets of Savannah, Georgia look like something out of a movie. But the real show is over at Savannah Tap House.
It was a movie theater. Right here where we're standing, we still have the original Avon Theater sign that was hanging out on Brighton Street.
These days, instead of concession stand soda, you'll find 40 taps of beer, as well as dozens of bottles of craft brew.
We got beer on top of beer on top of beer.
We like to try the different beers they have. My husband loves drinking beer, you know.
I love the beer.
No guest is ever going to go home thirsty.
No one's going home hungry either.
The portion sizes here are absolutely amazing. When we set the food down, they always go mouth open, real big, and eyes are wide open.
From gigantic sandwiches to beefy burgers and fries, they've got it all. But their best-selling big bite is the sweet tea fried chicken.
I mean, you can't get any more southern than that.
As the name suggests, sweet tea is a key component in the dish.
We start with cut black tea and orange pico tea, and we put that right into our container. Then we add a little bit of sugar, and a little bit in the South is equal parts. And then we add just a little bit more sweetness with some honey. But we definitely keep it sweet. Now we just add a little bit of hot water. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring all of our tea together so everything just melts in and marinates that chicken. We're gonna let that cool off for about a half hour, and then we're gonna add a bunch of lemons, because sweet tea and lemon, two great tastes go great together.
After the chicken gets some quality brine time, it's off to get dredged in seasoned flour.
We start off with a little bit of salt, pepper, some paprika, and a couple seasonings I can't tell you about. Everybody has their own little secret, and this is ours. All right, so let's get that chicken fried up. As we're waiting for that chicken to fry up, we're gonna go and we're gonna start plating up our mashed potatoes. We use a Yukon Gold mashed potato. We keep the skin on so it adds a little bit of flavor and as well as some texture. Our potatoes, a little bit of cream, garlic butter, salt and pepper. Simplicity, that's what makes it delicious. Now we're gonna take our 2 chicken breasts, we're gonna set them up on the plate.
And instead of gravy, this twisted dish gets sauced with a sweet tea reduction laced with beef and veal stock.
We're just gonna finish this up with a little bit of parsley over the top. That's our sweet tea fried chicken. One of the best dishes in Savannah.
Oh, wow. Unique. You can taste the tea. You can taste the sweetness. It is fresh. It's crispy on the outside, warm on the inside, very, very tender. Lots of flavor.
It is
The perfect blend of sweet and savory. The sweet tea really combines with the chicken really well, and then you get the sauce on top, and there's like that perfect bite.
I think that the sweet tea reduction on top is nice and creamy. It's delicious and perfect with the mashed potatoes.
I'm disappointed in myself that I can't make potatoes like that. Hands down, awesome. Best mashed potatoes I've ever tasted.
Nothing better than good beer and great fried chicken.
From fried chicken on mash to barbecued short rib hash, we're all filled up. Bottoms up. The biggest pizza on campus.
It's literally bigger than my head.
Burgers thicker than a physics textbook.
It's juicy, drippy, and delicious.
And a masterclass in comfort food mashupology.
Whoever created this is a food genius.
Your taste buds are about to graduate to the next level of numminess. And isn't that what college is all about?
Life of a college student, you eat and you study. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Skip lunch at the cafeteria and join us on a full ride flavor scholarship.
Oh my gosh.
Tastes like candy.
You've just been accepted to Paradise University.
This is college comfort food at its finest.
Get ready to get your world rocked.
Setting our global hot dog tracking system for New Brunswick, New Jersey, where hungry Rutgers students double major in flavor diversity and international dog diplomacy at Destination Dogs.
After you've had a long day, just sit down, relax, have a good thing to eat. You know, college kids, they love coming out here.
You want the best bang for your buck. As a college student, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Co-owners Jimmy Crunk and Sean Hosty are Rutgers grads with serious school spirit. They knew their experimental hot dog lab had to be located right near campus.
Hot dogs are the perfect college food because it's a vessel that everybody knows. So we can play around with these different meats and then present it in a way that's been comfortable since you've been a child.
The student body is seriously putting the chomp down on all the unusual choices here. Jimmy says it's the diversity of the university that feeds his creativity.
Rutgers and New Brunswick kind of has a little bit of everything, different ethnicities, different cultures, and they bring it all into like one school. We're just a reflection of what our student body is here, like a collection of different things from different places, and we embrace that.
And you'll want to embrace this delicious mashup, inspired by some classic Philly tastes, the Rocky Balboa.
The Rocky Balboa is a hot dog meets a cheesesteak done our style.
He matches the super lean wild boar with a fattier cut of traditional pork.
The wild boar is way leaner than the pig. The marbleization, that's flavor. That's the magic right there.
Here's a handy spice hack for all you home sausaging enthusiasts.
Instead of putting it in there dry, we're gonna add water to the mixture. It's gonna help evenly distribute the spices.
Pork and spice combined, then Jimmy pumps the sausage into a natural casing and throws it on the grill. Onions, peppers, and beef get on the griddle for a little of that Philly bing bang boom. Jimmy moves the sausage to a toasted bun, then piles on the brotherly love. But it wouldn't be a Philly without oodles of liquid cheese and plenty of hot peppers.
Cherry pepper relish, it just adds like a little kick and spark to the sandwich that it needs.
Just some sliced green onions, AKA the Italian scallions.
And that's the Rocky Balboa, the people's champion.
The spice with the boar is a perfect match. And you know you're not eating a regular hot dog.
Boar's got more unique flavor to it, and the other flavors of everything else just blends really nicely with that powerful flavor.
This is a damn good hot dog.
Wow. The melted cheese kind of like cascades down the bun. You really get the red pepper relish on top, which is awesome. And then like on the back of your tongue, you kind of get like this real steaky, peppery flavor from the dog itself.
This dog is a knockout.
From the streets of Philadelphia, we go next to the streets of Mexico City for the Elotes Real.
It's a tribute to Mexican street corn and our house-made chorizo. So we're taking two forms of street food and marrying it into one sandwich.
Jimmy's mildly spiced chorizo hits the grill alongside the corn for some of that authentic street char.
I was inspired to do this sandwich because I love Mexican street corn.
Crispy chorizo and charred corn settle in bun-side. Instead of the traditional Mexican street mayo, Jimmy uses a tangy lime crema.
The corn is the sweet, the chorizo is the spice, and the crema is the coolness that you need that ties it all together.
Crumbled cotija cheese, chopped cilantro, and some jaunty sliced lime complete the picture. And this chihuahua is ready to wow 'em.
And that's the elotes real. Bienvenido.
Oh my god. Oh man, that is super good. The chorizo is meaty, oily, everything I would want a hot dog to be. I don't even know what kind of cheese it is, but it is super good cheese. There's a lime on it. There was a lime wedge on it. Look at the cilantro. Mexican-inspired hot dog.
And this dog is like I'm on spring break in Mexico. You get the corn first, and then you hit the chorizo, which also has a little bit of spice to it. You know, you don't want to put it down. You want more.
It's not just street corn. It's got the dog, it's got the garnishes. The cream makes it. And then the little bit of a crunch with every little piece of corn blows it away.
Once again, Destination Dogs truly changing the hot dog game.
With the endless flavor variety at Destination Dogs, students have to fight the urge to blow off school altogether.
Man, I got class after this at 1:40. Not looking forward to it. I just want to eat dogs all day.
Grilled brats and frosty cold beers are game day faves in Madison, Wisconsin. But Badger fans are really cheering the kicked-up Midwestern menu at the unofficial campus commissary, the Old Fashioned.
Every time anyone asks, like, where to go in Madison, it is go to the Old Fashioned. You can get everything that you need there that's Wisconsin.
You got cheese curds, you got Old Fashions, meat and cheese plates.
Kind of reminds me of those days when you go outside, get all bundled up, and you'd come in, and then your mom would put this right in front of you.
And when you're a college kid, you live for a taste of home.
People come here because we have a lot of comfort food that they had growing up, and a lot of things that Mom used to make. And, you know, the cheese curds, it all goes back to cheese.
I'm really looking forward to how much cheese is on here.
If you order a burger without cheese in Wisconsin, it's kind of weird.
Well, we definitely want to sit at the cool kids table. So let's order the Old Fashioned's cheesy number 29.
It's a burger with bacon, with cheese, with jalapeno. Just enough to have good flavor, but not enough to ruin your day.
Coach Bob begins stoking the fire by building a spicy sauce. Cool mayo is the base, then the temperature gets cranked.
We're gonna add chipotle and adobo. They are dried smoked jalapenos, then put in adobo sauce. We're gonna add smoked Spanish paprika. It's gonna give it a good background flavor.
That's followed by a shot of red wine vinegar and a salt and pepper chaser.
It's gonna be creamy, it's gonna be spicy, all the things you want in the bottom of a burger.
Sauce requirement complete, Bob moves on to the meat.
We hand patty it every morning with our own little blend of spices. You don't need a college degree to know how to season these.
He did make an educated decision to forego the flat top and flame his burgers on a wood-burning grill.
Love the sizzle. They're fun to cook on, taste good, smell good, makes all the food come out fantastic.
Once that charred burger hits medium, it joins its study buddies, grilled onions, bacon, and a thick slice of pepper jack cheese. That'll add a nice spicy echo to our paprika sauce.
Good generous amount. On top of the paprika dip, we put the fresh sliced jalapenos, everyone's favorite for spicy burgers.
Now's about when you'd expect some boring old French fries to join in. But check out this trick play.
We're gonna serve this spicy burger with a side of deep fried Wisconsin cheese curds.
And here at the Old Fashioned, they make curds the old-fashioned way, figuratively and literally.
We use fresh curds, only fresh. Beer in the batter, dip them in a little bit of seasoned flour. Now it's time for these guys to get a hot little oil bath. Orange nuggets of Wisconsin gold, absolutely. Get your bachelors and burgers here at the Old Fashioned.
I really love the smoky paprika sauce. Just like soaks into the beef and you just get this smoky taste like all throughout. It's juicy, drippy, and delicious.
The bacon is really flavorful, and the burger, you can tell it's wood-fired. And then the spice, it's not too spicy, it has a good amount of spice.
You can taste the smoky flavor in the meats, which is my favorite. These burgers are delicious. You really can't beat them.
This is an amazing burger. I really could eat like 30 of these.
Speaking of 30, that's the number you call for when you want the House Burger.
The House Burger has a feel to it of back in the day when somebody would put an egg and meat and everything into a sandwich for a whole complete meal.
What sets Bob's Burgers apart is his creative sauce game. This time, it's the vampire's archenemy, garlic.
We're gonna add a good amount of roast garlic that really makes sauce sing.
Garlic and mayo are joined by breadcrumbs for binding and a little texture, plus fresh lemon for balance.
Roasted garlic, very sweet, needs a little bit of lemon juice to kick it off.
Once again, Bob preps a buttered bun and some bacon.
Everything's better with butter, and everything's super better with a little bacon. This is the butter of the pig.
You'll recognize the formation. Sauce, burger, grilled onions, bacon, then Bob calls a few audibles. Tangy local cheddar, gooey fried egg, and a side of crispy fried onions. It's up, and it's good.
The old-fashioned burger is the top of its class.
It's very smoky. It's got the grilled flavor, and there's some garlic in this burger. I love garlic. I love anything with garlic.
That yolk, it's amazing. And you get a little bit of that smoke from the bacon and the burger with the cheddar cheese and the egg. It's something special.
It really is an excellent burger. It's got a lot of bacon and different kinds of cheese and onion on it and stuff like that. It's not just about the egg. A burger like this just screams Wisconsin.
And in Madison, fans at the Old Fashioned know just how to root out the perfect bite for game day or any day. A rah-rah Wisconsin.
Go Badgers.
Pizza is the primary source of sustenance for college students across the nation. But in Orlando, Florida, one pizzeria brings new meaning to the phrase, biggest seller, Lazy Moon.
Hard.
Lazy Moon is the place you go. The pizza slices are huge. Look, it's literally bigger than my head.
As big as our campus.
Empirical evidence that size does matter to college students. But for co-owner Jose Cifuentes, it's also about the quality.
Most of these college students, they're out getting their frozen pizza. So when they come here, they get fresh dough made in-house. They get fresh sauce made in-house. Everything is made in-house just for them.
Catering to the college crowd has kept Lazy Moon one of Orlando's most popular hangouts for 20 years.
In a week, we get about 6,500 to 7,000 students. So that's a lot of pie.
A lot of pies with experimental flavors that warrant a full-on dissertation. Like this primer in pork, the El Fidel.
You got mojo pork, you got pickles, you got ham, you got mozzarella cheese. It's a Cuban sandwich on a slice. Get ready to get your world rocked.
First, Jose gets his mojo working. A puree of garlic, spices, fresh onions, and 4 different fruit juices.
There's a lot of citrus in here. The citruses and the spices bring out the flavors and get it real nice and juicy for us, so when that pork comes out, we can just break it apart. We probably put more time and effort into this than I ever did into any of my papers in college. Oh man, that smells good.
The aromatic pork will marinate overnight and then roast in the pizza oven. Speaking of pizza, Jose's pies begin with a dough that's part science experiment.
Our crust, it's a thin crust, but really what makes the difference is that sourdough bread. So you got that real thin, crispy crust. This could work here as a pizza crust or a bed sheet.
True to the rules of a Cuban sandwich, mayo and mustard make up the base sauce. Jose par bakes the crust, then cuts it into slices, all in the name of freshness.
We don't like to have a slice sitting there over a lamb. Every slice is made just for you. You come in, you order your slice, and that right there is when we make it.
So let's make it. How's that pork looking?
That's a good looking butt. Comes right off the bone. Perfection. That is exactly how we want it. Little crispy on the outside and real tender on the inside.
Then it's that familiar Cuban sandwich stack-up. Fresh sliced ham, pickles, that succulent roast pork, and loads of cheese. A few minutes to bake, and viva la pizzalution.
Here you are, Cuban on a pizza.
Woo! Oh my God.
The cheeses are just like so creamy, crunchy pickle, really tender pork. It's really, really yummy.
You can tell they did the pork the slow way because it's really, really tender. It's falling apart in your mouth.
I
I love pickles in all forms, especially on a pizza slice.
If putting pickles on a pizza is wrong, I don't want to be right.
The crust is the perfect amount of crunchiness. Lazy Moon has perfected the melty cheese, and it is the tastiest pizza you'll ever put in your mouth.
For tasty and spicy, cowboy up to Jose's Southwestern style chili slice. House-made chili starts with fresh ground beef, set to sizzling in a 50-gallon tilt skillet, with plenty of room for veggies, beans, tomatoes, and spices that simmer for 30 minutes. Back at the pizza station, Jose grabs a par-baked slice done up in traditional tomato sauce.
We stick with our fresh products. No canned chili for us. We got some cheddar cheese for you, because we're trying to replicate a chili soup on a slice.
Sour cream completes the chili, while a layer of mozz completes the pizza. A quick bake, and here's all the answers to your taste test.
Cup of chili on a slice.
Make sure you get a full hand around the crust,
all right.
and then get your forearm underneath. There we go. All right, get the full palm on
Takes
it.
the whole arm.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I'm going in. Oh, that's so good. I love chili. I don't think I will ever be able to make chili as good as this chili on this pizza.
With the beans and the chili and the stacks of cheese on it, it was layers of flavor. Really good.
The cheddar and the mozzarella, they blend in this like amazing way. This slice is like the best chili you've ever had on the best slice of pizza you've ever had. It is so good.
If you're looking for the BSOC, the big slice on campus, look up Lazy Moon.
It's a Lazy Moon!
Serious slices.
There's nothing more ravenous than a Wolverine on the prowl. And in Ann Arbor, Michigan, if you're hungry for a win, or just plain hungry, you're hanging out at Wolverine State Brewing Company.
I love this place. Good vibes, a lot of good people, good beer.
The beer is just clean and fresh. They make it here, you know, you can't go wrong, really. Wolverine State Brewing!
Michigan is the Wolverine State, and we're the only lager brewery in the state of Michigan. We make lager beer instead of ale beer because lagers are more subtle, and so they pair up with food really well.
Owner Matt Roy chucked his lawyer briefcase and became a master brewer instead, but he's never lost his school spirit.
I'm a U of M grad, and we obviously want to provide a place for students to come watch the game and really enjoy the real powerhouse that U of M is.
Go Blue!
Barbecue and college sports go together, and they always have.
Even if you've been to every practice, you might need the whole season to finish this. It's the Stadium Pitmaster.
Our Stadium Pitmaster basically started with how much stuff could we throw on a sandwich and still fit it in our mouths without embarrassing ourselves in public.
It's the big house of meat, starting with pork butt.
We use this part of the pig because it's the most tender. The rub soaks right into it.
The tender pork is joined by its tougher teammate, beef brisket, which gets a spicier rub down.
We don't want everything to be sweet. Brisket definitely has the power to hold up that spice.
Once properly geared up, the meats grab their positions in the smoker for a 9-hour course in flavor acquisition. That lets Nathan apply himself to the barbecue sauce. It starts sweet with ketchup, carrots, and red onions, and a touch of inclusion.
Vegetable stock. Make it vegetarian. We don't want to leave anybody out on this goodness.
Then Nathan lays on the heat with a serious collection of spices, peppers, and vinegar. And suddenly, it's beer o'clock in this kitchen.
The beer is gonna add some caramel notes to it. Definitely mellows it out quite a bit.
That mellow mixture joins the brisket and pork in the smoker for its own dissertation on deliciousness. One final credit in the blender, and this sauce gets its certificate in smooth. Meat's ready.
That's what I'm going for. It's a moist pulled pork, falls right apart.
How's the brisket?
Perfect. Nice smoke ring on it.
Pork and brisket hit the flat top for a quick sear, along with the house-made mac and cheese that gets paired with some extra decadent pimento cheese.
We have our house amber barbecue sauce. When we came up with this sandwich, we were just going for silly and messy. Ended up turning out being very good.
The gooey goodness carries over to the bun, where it's joined by creamy coleslaw and scorching hot jalapenos.
The Stadium Pitmaster, a feast fit for a Wolverine.
Oh, golly. Oh.
A lot of meat in there. It's got this like creamy from like the cheese and the pimento, and it all just like kind of mixes together and just like melts.
The brisket is so smoky, you can tell it's probably been cooked for a long time. It's messily magnificent deliciousness.
The jalapenos, they're at like the perfect heat. And then when I drink it with my beer, it's like a little bit of cool.
You've got this brisket with a rub on it that gives it kind of a spice flavor to it, but then the pulled pork adds a little sweetness. The coleslaw is tangy. I mean, this is a messy, delicious trifecta of flavor.
It's like your best pajama pants. You just want to just nestle in and snuggle up.
If you're looking for a savory snuggle buddy, get cozy with Wolverine's Mac and Cheese Donuts.
The match made in heaven.
Nathan reveals the secret to this tasty trick play. He takes that house-made mac and cheese, adds eggs and flour to bulk it up, and stuffs it into a donut pan.
I let these ride in here for about 450 degrees for 5 minutes. Look at that, perfect mac and cheese donut deliciousness.
Nathan grabs a trio of those golden rings and piles on a hefty helping of brisket burnt ends. Add plenty of sauce, and you've got a very serious meal plan.
Mac and cheese donuts, every college kid's dream.
The mac and cheese donut is literally just crunchy on the outside and smooth and creamy on the inside. It just goes down really nicely.
That was a wimpy bite.
Yeah, but it was an excellent bite.
Totally satisfying. It's cheesy, it's meaty, it's sweet. Whoever created this is a food genius. That's amazing.
The brisket is so tender, and the sauce is flavorful, and then you got that mac and cheese is so creamy. A little bit of crisp from the donut. Wow, this is college comfort food at its finest.
And all you Wolverine moms at home, don't worry. The kids may be away, but they're eating plenty good.
Go Blue.
There's Southern comfort food aplenty to satisfy the hungry bulldogs in Athens, Georgia. But one guy's changing the course of country cooking by taking Asian flavors to the nth degree. Check out Pulaski Heights.
Athens is an awesome college town. I've been here for 7 years. I did my undergrad and my law school here. And I love coming to Pulaski Heights because it has kind of a unique take on barbecue.
I love how big the portion sizes are because you can bring it back and it lasts for 2 or 3 days, which is great on a college budget.
Owner and pitmaster Chuck Ramsey knows all about tight budgets. He was on one when he first got to town.
Back in my college days, I ate a lot of instant ramen. And then I got older, I always had some on hand for late nights, and I would occasionally throw some leftover pulled pork into it. Then I decided I needed to up my game, take it to the next level.
Chuck actually leapt over many levels and landed on top of the campus cooking game by fusing Southern hospitality with Japanese comfort, barbecue ramen.
Barbecue ramen is definitely a crazy idea, but the smoky flavor with the ramen on top of it, it just works really well.
People hear ramen and they think about the noodles, but it's really all about the slow-cooked broth. Chuck's version starts with something called kombu.
Kombu is dried kelp, a little ocean flavor. We're gonna let that steep for about 30 minutes in hot water.
Next, it's mushrooms of the shiitake variety.
The shiitake's add another burst of umami, just like the kombu did. Same with the soy sauce. Soy sauce gives it the salinity. Sugar balances that out a little bit. Black pepper gives it a little bit of kick. And garlic powder for the barbecue flair.
Those recently introduced broth mates study together for 2 hours. Then the mushrooms and kelp are strained out, and the clear broth is combined with Chuck's more traditional American stock.
So we make our barbecue broth, pork shoulder bones simmered with aromatic vegetables. You can use that for anything. You can make an Italian dish with it, you can make a Southern dish with it, you can make a French dish with it. The soy base we put in is what gives it that ramen soul.
Southern soul comes from pork shoulder and pork belly, coated with Chuck's secret dry rub and his secret weapon, mustard.
The mustard adds a little bit of flavor, but it's mostly just there to help hold the rub onto the meat. Could have used ketchup, but I'd probably get a D.
After plenty of low and slow in the smoker, that bodacious barbecue is pulled and sliced. Then the noodles get into some hot water.
So now we're gonna cook our noodles about a minute and a half in the boiling water. They're fresh ramen noodles from a local Asian market. It's not the ramen they eat in their dorm rooms. It's something they can get that's a little bit nicer.
Piping hot noodles hook up with that long simmering broth. Then it's a soft boiled egg, pork belly, the pulled pork, a fistful of homemade collards, and then he finishes with a few final Asian flourishes.
This isn't your textbook ramen.
The pork shoulder is really, really good. It's decadent. It's got like this kind of really hard, spicy outside, but then it's really soft and melty on the center. I never would have thought that the two flavors would merge as well as they do, but it's like Southern cooking meets Asian flair. It's really, really good.
I'm going for bacon first. Oh yeah, tastes like candy.
It's really tender pulled pork. Even though it's in the broth, it really maintains its own smoky flavor. It's just delicious.
The smokiness of the meat is just so perfect. I'm not very good at eating with the chopsticks, so I have to use a spoon. But one day I'll get there with the chopsticks.
It's always good to start off by breaking the egg up so you get the yolk running around. Then you can kind of mix it up a little bit. Make sure you get a little bit of everything in each bite. Super savory. It's really delicious.
And it's the reason some folks in this college town have replaced school spirit with restaurant spirit. There's no shortage of food choices for the kids of UCLA and Los Angeles. But just south of campus, there's a place so Division I delicious, it's earned not one, but 3 letters. TLT Food.
TLT is for sure the best. As like a student who doesn't necessarily have the most money in the world, you get so much food and so much flavor and just like this huge packet of goodness, so I love it.
That college romance circles back to chef and owner Daniel Shemtop, who gives as good as he gets.
We put our heart and soul in every dish, and we really believe in what we're doing, and I think people can feel that when they come into the space.
Ironically, this student cook store was created by a guy who didn't go to college. Instead, he went into the trucking business, so to speak.
TLT Food came in the world as a food truck that I started called the Lime Truck. We did a brand new menu every day with the only consistent thing being lime.
When Daniel brought his concept inside, the Lime Truck name was shortened to TLT. But the citrus syllabus continued.
Lime is important for so many reasons. I mean, the sweet acidity really does punch up a lot of food, like pork belly or short rib. It really balances out a lot of the dishes.
One of the dishes that transferred from truck to table majors in meaty flavor, short rib nachos.
When you get that umami from the sweet, salty, cheesy, fatty, it just hits every one of those elements that you want, and it kind of is like the perfect comfort food.
Chapter 1 begins with carrots, celery, onions, and some house wine.
There's a lot of places that make nachos, but not very many of them make them like TLT. We take so much time and pride in what we do. I mean, we're a little crazy here, you know? Just like my hair, right?
Seasoned short ribs get a caramelizing sear and join the roasted veggies. After an all-nighter in the oven, those super succulent ribs are shredded. Then Daniel starts a decadent cheese sauce with a light roux, milk, and cream.
Once it comes together and you got a pretty smooth sauce, you need to cook the roux so that the sauce thickens.
The glorious goo boasts a blend of 3 cheeses and lots of spices, including ancho chili. A tsunami of that rich sauce goes on a stack of freshly fried chips.
Yeah. You can never have too much cheese on nachos.
Same goes for braised short rib.
See right here, this is exactly what you're looking for. A little bit of red and all this beautiful, crispy, soft, tender short rib.
Daniel gilds this luscious lily with a pair of house-made gems, spicy pico de gallo, and his signature lime-spiked guacamole.
And that's TLT's short rib nachos.
It's so tender, and it kind of just falls apart in your mouth as you eat it. And then you get that little sweet guac taste with some of the salsa on it. So good, and real cheese.
Be really crispy and really cheesy. And then the meat has to be really tender and juicy so that the meat juices are soaked up by the chip. That short rib is not short on flavor.
It's smoky, but the smoke doesn't overpower the rest of the flavors. My dad home smokes his ribs in like our backyard smoker, and kind of reminds me of home.
Your hometown probably never had a big man on campus like this. TLT's Spicy Sambal Wings.
When a guest comes in and orders the wings, I really want them to burn their lips a little bit. Like, you know, there needs to be some heat on wings, and I think the sambal wings bring it.
It's really Daniel who brings the heat. First, with his fiery dry rub featuring 7 top secret herbs and spices.
I like to do a heavy seasoning. That's kind of the TLT way, so that each piece is covered.
Those wings go off to bake and then get transferred to the fryer to gain some extra credit crunch.
That sounds the beauty sound. That means the skin's getting crispy. Looks perfect. We're gonna go ahead and toss them in some sauce.
Then Daniel brings his second heating element, sambal. Let's attend a required lecture.
Sambal sauce is really just a Southeast Asian spicy hot sauce. I love it. I really can't do without it. My ex-girlfriend said that if I was a Ken doll, it would be my accessory.
Okay, class dismissed.
This is that secret sauce you can only get here at TLT.
In true UCLA fashion, he's brewing that sauce up in private. Here comes the creme for finals. A sprinkle of sesame seeds, a few slices of apple, and of course, a squeeze of lime.
That lime, it kind of brightens the whole dish up and just kind of makes it more zesty where you want to go back in for more. And these are our spicy sambal wings.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Just really tender and really moist. The lime definitely adds to the flavor of it and makes it less spicy and just way more fresh.
There's a good kick to it.
It's spicy but sweet at the same time somehow. And the meat is so good, it falls off the bone as you bite into it. It's delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tasty enough to bench that meal card and splurge on a course or two at TLT. Give it the old college try.
This isn't good food for a date, but it's good for sharing with friends.
Yeah, it's friend food.
When it comes to eats, students are going berserkly out in Berkeley, California, and they're getting the kind of food that college kids crave at Celia's Mexican restaurant.
The food is always good.
Taco Tuesday. It's 3 tacos for $3.
Sal Lopez Sr. and Jr. provide double majors in the flavors of Western Mexico and Northern Cali.
The origin of Celia's is a Mexican recipe from Jalisco, Mexico.
When school's in, people are rocking, our business is rocking.
It's as simple as just stuffing your face full of delicious Mexican food.
Coming at you big, fast, and muy delicioso, it's the Espresso Burrito.
My mother and father started the restaurant, and they originated all the recipes. The key to authentic Mexican food is basically being true to your ingredients.
Carnitas class is now in session.
What we have here are pork butts cut in little cubes. We're gonna season them.
Sal sprinkles on some sodium chloride, which if you failed chemistry, is salt.
Nicely dressed, and we're gonna put these pigs in a bath.
There's no shortcuts to tender and tasty. This meat's in for a lengthy spice-intensive braise.
Bay leaves gives it a very unique taste as it slowly cooks. Whole dried oregano leaves. We'll just cover it up.
But mid-roast, Sal surprises our pork with a pop quiz, as in soda pop.
We're gonna add a little cola to tenderize it, caramelize it, bring out the nice, crispy, rich pork flavor.
The rice has a flavor all its own. And like my college experience, the process is a real strain.
Rice looks great.
Celery, onions, and bell peppers keep the taste on point.
This is another recipe from my mom. Keep it simple and bring out the flavors of what you're serving. A lot of care, a lot of work, a lot of love.
The beans are also deceptively simple. Just granulated garlic, onion, and salt.
Now it's time for the bean breaker. We're gonna do this for real. It's not a drill.
And if you were guessing butter or olive oil add some flavor to the meat, you might want to rethink that answer.
Tequila, Mexican oil.
That's right, tequila marinates and sears the meat all at once. It's not just for margaritas anymore. Ready to wrap it all up, Sal flips that tortilla like a frisbee on the quad.
We're ready for assembly.
Our tequila-fired carnitas have a nice crispy edge.
Ready to fold up this baby right now.
After that cramming session, you need guacamole, salsa, onion, and tomato coming at you faster than finals. It's the espresso.
This is Berkeley's best carnitas burrito, and you could only get it at Celia's Mexican Restaurant.
Good. The carnitas are tender, very delicious.
How is it?
One second. The red sauce is really good. It's really flavorful. It's very smoky.
It's so bomb, and the salsa on top makes it the perfect bite. You can tell it's made with care.
The rice and the beans that they have cooked in there as well. A great medley of flavors.
The guacamole smothered on top, added with the onions and tomato. It's perfect balance of taste.
Besides dorm rooms and textbooks, students around here love to share the carne asada fries.
We'll start off with our flat meat.
That super thin steak laps up all the flavors in Sal's secret marinade.
Massage it a little bit, comes out nice and tasty.
Then the meat hits the heat of that open grill.
Your protein, the cheese, low carbs. You'll be getting straight A's when you cram for your finals, for sure.
Steak fries show up early to class and carry the heavy workload for this dish.
Steak cut French fries because they're meaty, they combine good with all the ingredients, and they don't disappear.
And Sal's got the best lesson plan a potato ever had.
We fill them up with carne asada, cover the whole thing with cheese. Each bite is as good as every other bite. Everything nice and covered.
Yet another Sal melts the cheese. Cousin Salamander.
We got the cheese all melted out. We're gonna bring it back down, put on the finishing touches.
We're about to get our degree in deliciousness.
Pico de gallo, guacamole, sour cream, sliced jalapenos, nicely pickled, a little spicy but not too hot.
Bring on the freshman 15.
Celia's carne asada fries, A++.
I got the fries, yeah.
Honestly, those fries are pretty good.
Definitely the fries.
I made the right choice.
Hey, eyes on your own work, please.
Cheesy goodness. That is good.
It's this guacamole because it has a little spice, and that really adds to all the flavor for the meat and the potatoes. I love this.
It's delicious. Contrast to the hot and cold with the guacamole. Jalapenos are great. Add nice heat, great flavor.
I think that means she likes it.
Bring a couple of bucks and they'll fill you up at the foreign exchange of flavors that is Celia's Mexican Restaurant. Right at the edge of the Rockies, co-eds in Boulder, Colorado need seriously stuffed sandwiches to get them through the semester.
Go, Buzz!
I come here for the size of the sandwiches.
Forget the freshman 15. Boulderites know the only thing you want to be packing is the 14. Coming to you semi-quickly at half-fast subs.
14er beats that crap out of a foot-long sandwich any day long. Our goal is to really quench the unquenchable hunger of a college kid.
It is the best place to come off campus to get lunch because it's so close and it has a ton of options.
Half-Fast Subs got the biggest sandwich menu in the United States. We got over 120 sandwiches.
Including a turkey and stuffing sub that's like Thanksgiving break for your mouth. The Gobbler.
The Gobbler is a Thanksgiving sandwich for 12 months a year.
Just like your mother, Bruce starts his stuffing by mixing breadcrumbs with water and butter.
We make the stuffing to stuff their face. This is a secret spice, basically a salt, pepper, and a garlic thing to give it a little bit of an edge.
Stuffing stirred. Now, let's lay out the table.
My grandmom couldn't have made it much better. I can't say she wouldn't make it worse, but she wouldn't make it any better.
A whole half-pound of turkey is topped with garlic mashed potatoes.
The roasted garlic on the mashed potatoes adds actually a sweetness. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, those are worthy carbs.
My motto's always been, calories don't count if you're just eating sides. So don't skimp on that stuffing. Bruce whips up a gravy.
We're gonna whip, and then nay.
Then does the drizzle.
This is truly my favorite part.
While this buff sub gets baked, Bruce slices a 14-inch French bread roll.
The most important part of any sandwich is the bread. We have our bread baked every day.
Bet on that. What's the spread on your bread game?
These are whole cranberries and jelly.
Only the best for our big and beautiful bird.
This is love, shoving a sandwich like this into the bread.
Pilgrims, prepare to unbuckle your hats.
The gobbler, the best thing for your student body.
That's what I'm talking about. That is so good.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is mixing all the flavors together, and this perfectly does it. It's Thanksgiving in a sandwich, man.
This gravy is better than my mom's gravy. Sorry, Mom, love you, but you don't have to cook gravy.
Mashed potatoes on a sandwich sounds like a terrible idea. It is not a terrible idea. It is a delicious idea.
You can never get sick of Thanksgiving food. It is a food that everyone will love forever.
Take a field trip to Half-Fast Subs, but be sure to use the buddy system.
Best friend sandwiches right here.
Good food is like knowledge. The more you consume, the more you want.